Hello and welcome to Lead with Love, Lead with Love Inc. Lead with Love Inc. is a nonprofit organization. It's a nonprofit organization established in New York State as of 2022. It's a YouTube. I created it as it's for my YouTube. I created it for entertainment so I can create content and I can upload my YouTube videos and I share them on my Facebook. I share them on Instagram. I share them on TikTok. Like I share the content, because it's a nonprofit organization. It's a real organization. I am the director. I am the owner of Lead with Love Inc. as a nonprofit organization. I don't know how else, that's what it is. That's why I use Lead with Love. Lead with Love is, a lot of things can happen in life. A lot of things can happen, and it's like, I don't want to hate. I don't want to hate nobody. I was like, I still gotta love people, like, still love people because I've always been a public servant and I was always looking for a name to use. So it was like, love yours. It was love yourself. I was looking for a name. I was like, lead with love, lead with love. That's a good name. Lead with love. I was like, I'm gonna use it. Nobody got it. So then my tag is Lead with Love 555. So that's how you find me is Lead with Love 555. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on TikTok. You can find me with my tag, Lead with Love 555. You can find me on YouTube, Lead with Love 555. There's other Lead with Love channels. And then they'll try, but they don't got my tag. My tag is Lead with Love 555. So it's like I'm the only Lead with Love. But whatever. But people try. They try. But it's a nonprofit organization. It's trademarked. Lead with Love is trademarked. you know, 501c. Like I did everything. I filed tax. I do everything I'm supposed to do. I do everything the right way because I'm dealing with corruption. I'm dealing with fraud. I'm dealing with criminals. So I can't do anything illegal because they're on my ass. They're on my ass and looking for anything that I do wrong. I don't do nothing wrong. I do everything right. I do everything right. And I make sure that I do everything right. If you doing some fucked up things, yeah, I'm not, no, we can't be friends. No, I don't want to talk to you. We cannot be friends. That's just what it is. I stay away from people that have any kind of illegal connections to any. I stay away from them. Those are not my people. I stay away because then what they're gonna do? They're gonna blame you, you know. And I was talking about lies. Lies is so simple. Lies. Everybody lies. Everybody lies, and then you think it's nothing. Lies is witchcraft. Lies is witchcraft because when you lie, it alters other people's perception of the truth. So when you're lying, it's like you're making someone believe whatever you're saying and you're lying, you know? That's witchcraft. This is just straight up witchcraft. And then you think it's not witchcraft. Oh, that you just lying. Like lying is so normalized. Lying is fucking witchcraft. You see how women they lie and say, "Oh, I'm pregnant. Oh, that's your baby. That's your baby," knowing that that's not his baby, knowing that you're not pregnant, but you lying and saying that you're pregnant. You know, people they lie, they falsify documents, they do all this stuff. That's witchcraft. That is witchcraft. But and then it's like it's so normalized that when you say someone is lying, they don't believe you when you say they like lying. Oh my God, they are lying. And then they call you crazy when you're telling the truth. I'm telling you the truth. And then the liar calls the one telling the truth crazy. So you don't know what you're talking about. It's like, wow, like I have to do the truth spell. The truth spell. The truth spell compels. The truth spell is a spell. It's a spell. The same way people lie and it's so normalized and it's okay and it's so easy and all you gotta do is just talk. Yeah, the truth spell is the same way. All you gotta do is talk. All you gotta do is say the words. Say the truth spell. Say it. When you say the truth spell, you're enchanting. You're enchanting people. You're enchanting the room. So I have the true spell on the wall there. It's enchanted. My home is enchanted. Every wall is enchanted. Every wall has a sigil. Every wall has some form of protection. It has a spell on it. It has a spell on it. Every wall. Like, we don't argue, we don't fight. We tell the truth. We speak the truth to each other. And it's like, I don't know why I'm telling you this. Oh my God. But let me tell you what happened. Then you start telling me all their business. It's because the spell is there. And that's what it's for. It's for you to tell me. Tell me all your secrets. You don't want me to know, but tell me. I'm not going to tell nobody. I just want to know, you know? But that's in my home. I'm like, if they were to put this spell in the courts, they were to put it in the hallway. People just read it. They won't even know that they're reading a spell, because it's so normalized to lie. It's so regular, and people get away with all kinds of things because of a lie. It alters your perception of the truth. It changes everything. A lie can change everything. It's witchcraft. It's witchcraft. You think it's nothing? You think a lie is nothing? Nah, a lie is it's a big fucking deal. When people are lying to you and they're telling you things and it's not true, it's it's witchcraft. The lie is witchcraft, and it's just like, oh my God. And then, you know, I can be spiritual, but I do cleansings. I specialize in cleansings. I cleanse myself. I grow, I heal, I evolve. I try to overcome this magic because people are always attacking. People are always doing work and they think that I don't know. I know. I'm just not going to do what they do. There's like, I'm not going to do it because I know it's a curse. That's how I was brought up. Don't do this shit. Don't play in black magic. Don't curse yourself. The family's cursed. The family's cursed. I grew up like that. My family's cursed. I know this. They're cursed, but they don't tell you what's the curse. You got to sit there and figure it out. Years of go. You have to figure it out. Pay attention. Pay attention to everything that's going on. Pay attention to what's going on to everybody. Everybody's going through the same exact thing. That's the curse. That's the curse. How do you break the curse? You got to do things differently. That's how you break the curse. You have to change the pattern. You don't repeat the same pattern because then you continue the curse. If you sit there and you do the same exact things, you're repeating the curse. You got to break the curse and do things differently. That's how you break the curse. This is a generational curse. And the only way to break it is to do things differently. Everyone is gifted in the family. Everybody has a special gift. My mom reads cards and she knows things. Like, I'm the same way. Like, I could read I don't like to read cards, but I read the cards. I can read them. But it's like, I just don't want to know your business. It's like, it'll come to me. I'll just know things, but I have no proof. There's no way you can possibly know this. I have no proof to know. I have no way to know. But then I know. And then I talk about it. The only way you set yourself free is you have to talk about it. You have to talk. You got to say what's going on, what's hidden. You have to say it. Once you say it, you free yourself. You free yourself from it. It's like the trap. Like, the whole family's cursed. Okay. I had to break away from the family, figure out what's the curse. Be like, I'm not, I don't want to be cursed. I don't want to be cursed. I don't want to be like the rest of them. It is like, do things different. Don't be married and be unhappy in a marriage. Don't stay with a person because of convenience. You don't love that person, but you stay together because they pay the bills. He's beating you. He's doing all this shit to you, cheating on you all the time, and you stay with him because you don't want to be alone. Yeah, that's the curse. You don't want to be by yourself. And then you're cursed to be with somebody that's not going to treat you right, that's not going to love you, that's not going to care about you. You're going to have, like, it's just going to be fucked up. How do you break that? Yeah, be by yourself. Be by yourself. That's how you break it. And then when you break it, teach the kids, like, You don't have to be in a relationship because you want to be with somebody. No, you be with somebody that you want to be with. Just because they want you, but you don't want them, you don't have to be with them. You can always leave. Like, you have to be in a good relationship. You love each other, you care for each other, you respect each other, and there's real love there. Yeah, that's somebody you could be with, but you can't be with somebody that needs you, that wants you because of what you have or what you can do for them, and then they don't want to do anything for you. Yeah, you don't need them. You don't need them in your life. You got to be able to take care of yourself and do things for yourself. So when you do meet your person, the person, all they got to do is make you you don't need them for anything. Once you start needing them for stuff, and then it's like, that's how I don't know, it just goes to shit, because they think that they can play with you because you need them, you know? When you don't need them, they can't play with you. Like, I don't fucking need you. All you gotta do is make me happy and keep me happy. And why would I leave? Like, you're not doing anything. Nothing crazy, right? But everyone does magic. Everybody's trying to kill you. Everybody's doing stuff. And it's just like, oh my God. And everybody lies. This court case, everybody's been lying. Everybody's lying. Everybody's hiding the document. Everybody is lying for everyone else. And then they make it seem like something's wrong with you. Like, nothing is wrong with me. I and it's just so frustrating. It's tiring. And it's like, you can talk to everybody. You could bring it to everybody's attention, and nobody does their job. Nobody does their job. It's just like, that's how I know there's something here. There's something here because nobody's doing anything about it. Everybody's hiding it. That's how, it's obvious. Like, you can't be so dense not to pay attention to what the hell is going on. This is your job. You're supposed to do something, but they don't want to do nothing. Why? They're hiding something. They're hiding something. The hell are they hiding? I don't know. What somebody said to me, this is bigger than my complaint. That's what they said to me. This is bigger than my complaint. So they're into a whole bunch of different kinds of criminal activities. And I'm talking about what's going on in the office. But whatever's going on in the office, it's bigger than the office, because they're doing criminal activities. They're doing fraud. They have your personal confidential information, because in human services, you have to give your social security number, your birth certificate, your date of birth, your home address, your everything. They know everything about you. This is personal confidential information. They're not supposed to disclose this information. It's supposed to be kept confidential, but they're all in on it. They're all in on it. So then they take your information and they doing fraud with it. And it's like, why is the job gonna do criminal shit with my information? Like, it's the government. It's a government job. Why would they do something like this? And then I'm bringing it to other people's, and nobody does nothing. $86,000 has been stolen. Nobody went to jail. Nobody went to jail. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. I'm like, wow. Like, if it was a Bronx girl, little Latin, little Spanish girl, yeah, you would be in jail. If it was a black person, African American person, yeah, they would be in jail. They would be in jail too. But because they're related to the criminals, they got off scot-free, and nobody knows. Nobody knows. $86,000 been stolen. Nobody knows. It's like nothing happened, right? I'm just like, wow. And then you're talking, I'm talking, and I'm telling these people what the hell is going on, what's going on here, and nobody does anything. I'm being bullied. I'm being harassed. I'm being targeted. They're retaliating against me because I made this complaint. So it's worse for me now. It's hostile for me now. I don't want to be here anymore. And I resigned. I resigned because I did everything I could possibly do and nobody helped me. And I'm just like, and everybody's lying. Everybody's lying. And then they believe the lie. And it's like these people lie, and lies is witchcraft. It changes your perception of the truth. So you will not believe the truth because they lied to you, and then you believe the lie. And it's just like, oh my God, like how long does this have to go on? I can't be here. I was like, I can't fix this. This is in irreparable. No, I can't fix it. Like I can't fix this. This shit is corrupt beyond measure. Like I can't fix this. And then no one is listening. No one is trying to help me. No one is trying to look into anything because they're all in on it. Everybody's in on it. Nobody does their job. Nobody does their job. It is just like, oh my God. But that's what lies do. It alters your perception of the truth. And a lie is witchcraft. It is witchcraft. The only way to get the truth out, they feel guilty. They feel guilty. They start getting karma. All the shit that they did, it starts coming back to them. And then the spell, let me say it. Let me enchant. Let me enchant, right? With the power of the universe coursing through my veins, I lift the veil from my eyes. Like, I want to see this shit. Show me what everyone hides. I say everyone, but you could say a name. You could say a specific name. You could say a name, but it's it's a spell. It's a general spell. So no names go in there. But if you know someone specific and you know they lying, you fucking liar, you fucking liar, then you have to enchant them and compel them to speak. They'll start speaking the truth, and they won't know why. They won't know why they're telling you this. They're like, I don't know why I'm telling you this. I'm not supposed to be taught. I'm not supposed to be telling you none of this. They just start spilling all their guts. So it's just like, okay. Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you for that information. Show me what everyone hides. Let everyone's truth be told. Let everyone's lies to me be shown. I lift the veil from my eyes. There's no secret anyone can hide. But, it's a truth spell. It's a truth spell. You could use a person's name if you know a person that's lying. That's lying, and they lying about everything. And it's just like, oh my God, you fucking liar. And then you need them to tell you the truth. They don't want to tell you the truth. Yeah, so you have to compel them. That's what that is. You have to make them tell you the truth. But here's another truth spell. This one is a simple one. This one is no names, but like the power of 3. So I do like the sign of the cross. Just the cross. This is the Holy Trinity: the Mother, the Father, the Son, the Mother, the Father, the Son, the Moon, the stars. It's 3. The power of 3. To see the truth, to know the way. I cast a spell in every way. Every way. By the power of 3. The power of 3. So you could use the Holy Trinity. You could use the sun, the moon, the stars. I conjure thee. Like, yeah, you're conjuring. You compelling them. You're conjuring them to tell you the truth. To give thy truth unto me. They're gonna just start spilling their guts to you. You could put that spell up. Because no names go on. It's a general spell. They'll read it. They'll look at it and read it. They won't even know that they just read a spell. It's a spell to make you tell the truth. You fucking liar. And just put it everywhere. And then people are so ignorant and so dumb. They don't know. They don't know what the hell it is. They'll just look at it and be like, oh. Like, oh. It's just like, oh my God. Okay. But lying is witchcraft. I can't stomach a liar. I can't stand a fucking liar. It's like you're lying, and then I know you're lying, and then I'm just looking at you lie, just lying to me, and I'm just like, wow, like you really not. There's nothing you want to tell me. You don't have nothing to tell me, no. And I already know that they're lying, and I just watched them lie some more. Like, no, there's nothing's going on. Everything is okay. I'm like, fucking liar. This is a fucking liar. But whatever, whatever. I'm just like, this is spell work. Words are spells, enchantments. When you're enchanting, you're saying something. You're saying something. It's a spell. People think that witchcraft is bad. Is not always bad, because sometimes you have to do a spell to just for things to come to light. I tried to cleanse. I mastered cleansing. I perfected cleansing. I cleanse anything away. I always cleanse my energy. I use salt. Salt is used for cleansing. Like, you don't have to have a spiritual bath. Like, you can actually just cleanse yourself with salt, because sometimes times are hard. It's hard for everyone. And then it's just like, and people just trying to put you in a box where you can't even help yourself. Salt is affordable, and you could just put salt in your wash rag and just cleanse yourself and pray, get closer to God and just pray over yourself to free yourself, to be free from this shit. Because these spells, I don't know why black magic works. Like, it works, and I hate it, but it fucking works. And they'll sit there and they'll curse you and they'll hex you. They'll mad at you. They'll do breakup spells on you, so you not in your relationship. But then the breakup spell curses them to be alone forever. So that's what black magic is. It's a curse. You curse yourself. You think that you're cursing a person, but then that person that did the spell cursed themselves to be alone forever. That's where they're 50 and 60 years old and they alone. Nobody want them. And it's like, what the fuck did you do? What did you do? They did something. That's why they're cursed to be alone. But and nobody wants to tell you what they did. They don't want to talk about it, because what's done is done. It's like, it's nothing you could do. Like, what's done is done. That's fucking it. Whatever. A lot of stuff happens. The chaos, magic. You do chaos. You want chaos everywhere. You want chaos wherever. For somebody else, it backfires, and then it goes back to you, and then you're going to have chaos in your life. And they think it's so simple. Oh, put you in a jar with some vinegar in it, write your name in the jar, and shake it up and shake it up. Yeah, that's creating chaos in a person's life. I'm like, what? I was like, that's black magic. I was like, that's black magic. You're not supposed to be doing shit like that. Well, just do it. It's all right. They would say shit like that. It's okay. Nothing's gonna happen. You just shake it, and it creates chaos for them. And I'm just like, wow. Like, these these hoes doing black magic. They would put your name in a freezer. Put your name. They write your name down and put it in the freezer. I'm like, what? What does that do? That's to slow them down so they don't get better than you, so they don't progress. And then I'm like, yo, this is black magic. Like, they're doing black magic, and then they think that it's like a game, or they think that it's like it's fun, or it's just something to do. It's because they don't know the fucking consequences of the black magic. Like, if they know the consequences of this shit, they wouldn't do this shit. I grew up like, I knew this shit. Everybody did this shit. Don't curse yourself. Don't do shit to nobody. Don't play in no black magic. Don't you dare do any kind of spell. Love is gonna curse you. It's gonna hex you. If you do any black magic, it's gonna curse your children. It's gonna it's gonna fuck up your future. You cannot fuck up the future. You're supposed to be here. The family's cursed. I knew that from a little girl. The family's cursed, but they won't tell me what's the curse. I gotta Pay attention. Pay attention to what's the curse. So I don't be stuck in the curse. So I can break the fucking curse. Everybody knows the family's cursed and nobody wants to break it. Nobody wants to break the fucking curse. You just know that we all cursed. Okay. It's crazy, because everybody is the same. We're all witches. But it's like we don't do evil. Some of them they done fucked up their lives and they done did playing in black magic and they tried to hex and curse someone and they cursed themselves. They ruined their lives. That's not my problem. I stay away. That's why I stay away. Because they're all witches and they all do shit. And I'm like, I don't want to be around them. I don't want to be around them. I don't want none of that. None of that. None of the luck that they have. I don't want it. Mental illness. Mental illness comes from playing in black magic. People die because of backfired death spells. And then the death spells, they can want things to end in your life. It's not always a death spell like they're trying to kill you. They just want something to end in your life. They want something to stop. They don't want you to get that job. They don't want you to get that place. You just applied to a new place. They don't want you to get it. So they'll do a death spell. So to curse it. So you don't get that place. And you want that place, but you're not going to get it because they already done hexed you and cursed you not to get it. So you're not going to get it. Yeah, that happened to me. That happened to me because I was talking and telling people, what I'm doing and what are my plans. And they would stop all my plans. I was supposed to have been moved from this tiny apartment. I've been in this tiny apartment for like 17, 18 years. And it's just like every time I try to leave, like I can't leave. It's like I'm stuck here. I'm just like, oh my God, like I just want to move. I want to get out of the Bronx, get out of here. And it's like I can't leave. And I'm just like, you're cursed to fucking be here. Like who did this shit? Like I don't know. I don't know who did it. But I know where I was. Everyone is playing in black magic. Everybody playing in black magic. And that's why their life is all fucked up. That's why they don't progress. That's why they don't move forward. That's why their life is the way it is because of what they do, trying to hex and curse another person. It's like, mind your business. You don't know me. You don't know me. And it's like, I know this shit because I was taught this way. And then I had to learn. And I learned by watching others. You're cursed. You're going through shit because you're cursed. That's why you're going through it right now. But it's like, nobody will believe you. Nobody will. You just gotta let them be all fucked up. Let them go through their shit. Let them go through their karma. Because when you try to warn them and help them and like, oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Like, this is black magic. Like, no, you're not supposed to be doing this. And they do it anyway. They don't care. They don't believe you. It's like, you know what? Then be cursed. I don't want nothing to do with you. I stay away from anybody that's in there and they just think it's a game. Like, nah, that's just not a game. You are cursing yourself and you're trying to curse another person. The person can break free from the spell. They can cleanse themselves. They can do a return asunder. They can reverse the spell. And then the spell is going to stick to whoever did the spell. And then you can't wash it off. I could wash it off. I didn't do anything. I could wash it off. But these people that's out here and they putting you in jars, they putting you in the freezer, they putting you in the graveyard. Yeah, they can't escape from that. They're cursed. They curse themselves by doing all this nasty shit. Like, when you're gifted, you're supposed to help people. That's what you're supposed to do with your gifts. You're supposed to help people. You're not supposed to make people's lives harder because that's how you curse yourself. The times change. We grow, we heal, we evolve. We break free from whatever's trying to trap us. We break free from this shit. And then it's going to fall back on them. Then they're going to get the karma. All the things that all the things that they did to harm you, hurt you, is going to fall on them. Then they're gonna say, "Oh, you're doing that." I don't do none of that because I know what that is. That's a curse, and you're cursing yourself whenever you do anything, any kind of black magic. That is black magic. You putting somebody in a freezer, that's black magic. You put somebody in a jar, let's shake that shit. Yeah, that's black magic. Getting graveyard dirt, that's black magic. What else? What else they do? They do something with lemon to break somebody up. They don't want you together. They'll do something with lemon to break you up. Yeah, they curse themselves to be alone forever. Whatever man you got, then they're gonna leave you. That's what it is. It's a curse. Nobody cursed you. You did that shit to yourself. And I grew up like that. Don't curse yourself. That's how I grew up. Don't curse yourself. Don't do this. Don't do that. I was brought up. Don't do this. Don't do that. That's how I was brought up. You gonna curse yourself if you do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do that. That's how and I don't do a lot of stuff. I'm very superstitious. I pay attention to everything. When your money leaves from you, you start losing your money. Who you have around? Who is around you? It's that person. That person is bad luck. That's why you're losing money because it's whoever you have around. Pay attention to your money because the money is always the first thing to go. You know, I pay attention. I pay attention to the money. Pay attention to the money because the money is always the first thing to go. You pay attention to your surroundings, what's going on, what the fuck is going on, who's fighting, who's arguing, what is going on. The house is not supposed to be dirty. When somebody's house is dirty, I don't go in there. I don't go in there. If the house is dirty, I'm gonna start cleaning the house. I'm like, you know what? Or I leave. I'd be like, you know what? I can't. I gotta go. I can't stay here. I'm sorry. Oh, I forgot. I got an appointment. I gotta be at the doctor's office. Oh, I hope I can make it. And I'm out. I leave so fast. That's if the house is dirty. I pay attention. Pay attention. This is basic shit. You're not supposed to be around people with a dirty house because a dirty house, I don't know. I start cleaning, or I leave. I don't stay too long because that is negative energy. Godliness, cleanliness. That's what's that? Cleanliness is close to godliness. I don't know. I just pray and I'm thankful and I'm grateful. I don't go to church. I don't go to church, but I pray to God and I thank God. I do my petition. I do my petition every day, and I pray for justice. I'm like, justice is gonna come, justice is gonna happen, and I make this every day, and all I pray for is justice for all of the injustices that's going on because it's a lot of injustices that's going on, and everybody's lying. Everybody lying, and I'm like, yo, that's witchcraft. And then they don't understand like it is witchcraft that they lying. They don't understand. They believe the lie. And it's just like, oh my god, the lie is witchcraft. But everything takes time. Everything takes time for the stuff to come out. So it's like, whatever, karma happens, shit happens. And it's like, you know what? That's not my problem. I'll stay away from anything negative, anything toxic, anybody doing some weird shit. I'm out. And I pay attention to my money. I pay attention to my money. Once my money starts missing, anything's going on with my money, I fucking pay attention. Like, something's wrong here. Nah, what happened? Mm. and I'll associate it to whoever I'm around. And I'm not around nobody. I don't like to be around people. I'm on my business and I stay to myself. But I pay attention to the money. I don't like my money being fucked up. Like I do too much for anything to be going on with the money. Once the money starts getting fucked up, like it's energy. And I know it's because I'm around someone that I'm not supposed to be around. And I got to get rid of them. And I cut you off. Once my money's fucked up, I'll be like, yo, like, nah, we can't be friends. We will never be friends. Like, oh, hell no. You fucking up the money? Like, nah, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. I'm sorry. It's just not going to work out. Pay attention. Pay attention, because the money is always the first thing to go. They say money's not important. Money is important. Money is important. Money, you need money to do everything. You need money to buy food. You need money for everything, to travel, to do anything that you want to do. You need money. You got to pay attention to the money. You be like, oh, it doesn't matter. No, yes, yes, it matters. Money does matter. I don't know who said money doesn't. Money does matter. They all crazy. Y'all think money don't matter? Money matters. It matters. It's fucking important. Nobody want to be broke. But whatever. Let me not Lead with love, lead with love, lead with love Inc. That's why I made Lead with Love Inc. It's like, I don't want to be angry. I don't want to be upset. I let things go. No hard feelings. Like, I'm not mad, but I gotta go. I gotta go. And Lead with Love Inc. is a nonprofit organization. Lead with Love. It's like I do things with love. And this channel is a spiritual channel. I talk about spiritual things. I talk about spirituality. I try to make sense of it, because you probably hear people say lying is witchcraft. It is witchcraft. Lies is witchcraft. Lies alters your perception of the truth. Lying changes the truth. Lies. Somebody's going to lie to you, and then you believe the lie. And then when somebody comes to you with the truth, you don't believe the truth. And it's just like, because you let them lie to you first. And don't let people lie to you. Don't let nobody play in your face. And that's why I put the truth spell up. The truth spell is up. You can't lie to me. You can't lie to me. And it's like they lie to me, and then I just watch them lie. And I let them lie. I don't say anything. It's like, I know you're lying. You're not making, I just know. And I don't say nothing. I just let them lie, let them believe that the lie worked. But I know what the hell is going on. And it's just like, I don't got time. I don't have time to play and go back and forth with anyone. It's like, you want to play and you want to lie and you want to do all this. I don't got time. I leave. Bye-bye. But I gotta go. But I just wanted to talk about, I guess, spell work, and witchcraft. It's like, everybody does it. They may not even know that this is what they're doing. They may not even know that this is black magic. Like, you doing black magic right now. That's what you're doing. They don't even know what they're doing, and they just doing it. And I'm just like, oh my God, like they're cursing themselves. They're cursing themselves. They're cursing their children. They're cursing their future, the whole bloodline. I'm just like, oh my God. I get away from them. I get away. I resigned, and I never look back. I never look back. I applied for the county clerk position, but then because I didn't get it, it's like, maybe I'm not supposed to get it. Let them stay with the corruption. Let them stay with all the evil that's there, all the criminals that there. Like, they can keep it, because I'm just like, and I'll find something else to do. I got lead with love. And I love what I do. Like, I just do cleansings, and I talk about spiritual things to help bring awareness. I just try to help you that way. And that's it. And ancestor money is a big deal. Ancestor money is going to help you. I don't have nobody, but I got the ancestors, and it's spiritual. The spiritual item. We all have ancestors. Once you start burning the money, it's just going to open it up. Like, open up your ancestors. They're gonna be like, oh, she burning money for us. She doing something. You doing something for us. They're gonna look out. I have my altar. Do an altar for the ancestors. An altar for the people that passed away. We have that in the Spanish culture, and we call it Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead. And we honor the the people that passed away. We cook for them. We have the altar. We have make everything nice and neat. We put flowers. We talk to the ancestors. It's normal to have a relationship with your ancestors. It's normal to burn ancestor money because it helps strengthen your connection. It helps when you give them, when you're helping them in the afterlife, it's easier for the ancestors to help you in this life. That's what that is. That's why they make it. It's been sold for many years. I think centuries. They always been burning ancestor money. It's a Chinese tradition, yes, you know, but it's something that's done everywhere. It's sold everywhere. Anyone can get it. If you want to build a relationship with your ancestors, burn the money. Like it's gonna help. That's all it's gonna do. It's gonna help you. That's it. I'm talking about all this spiritual stuff, but it's because I was talking about lies. Like, they always believe the lie before they believe the truth. And then they call you crazy because you're telling them the truth, but then the lies, they want to do all this black magic and they want to act like they didn't do anything, and then they want to call you crazy because you're saying that they're doing all this other stuff, and it's just like, oh my God, I don't have time. I don't have time for this. Like, this is so childish and so, I don't know. And it's crazy because it's like everybody is a part of it. Everyone's a part of it. And no one will help. No one will help because they got to them first, or they're friends with people in high places. That's abuse of power. But whatever, it's like, just gotta let things happen, let things come to light whenever it comes out. And lies is witchcraft. Lies is witchcraft. Leave with love, leave with love. I was talking a lot, 42 minutes. Leave with love, and thanks for watching. Bye.